Nothing. Nothing like the 4th of July says. Ah, oh. What's up? Act a little smoky boy Stammer down here. Yeah, you thought I was going to say something. Hey, we'll cook some Boston butts for 4th of July. Nothing like 4th of July says Boston butts. We're going to put them in the upright PitBoss smoker, and we're going to do them like a 225. We're going to run these babies around 12 to 14 hours, depending on what they are. Around 160, we're going to break them loose, wrap them up in some paper, butcher's paper, and we're going to let these babies go. So let's get these things prepped, y'all. So it's 4th of July. Lake Tillery right here behind me, Lake Tillery, North Carolina. Doing some Boston butts. We're actually cooking 3 of them. This time, my oldest son, got this for me for Christmas. Excuse me, birthday. And no, wait a minute. Father's Day. Got me for Father's Day. And Texas Sugar barbecue rub by Meat Church. This is what we're gonna go with. So what I'm gonna do this time, I'm doing a little different than I normally do. I'm gonna use a little half. It's called a half pan, and in this half pan, I'm gonna flip this Boston butt upside down, and I got 3 of them, so I'm only gonna do one. I'm not gonna waste your time, but I want to cover this baby real thick, and this is the fat cap on the bottom. Okay, and get it on them sides real good. Plenty of it. Don't be scared. We'll get them to buy us another jug if we reuse all this up. Then we're gonna flip this baby over like so, and we're going heavy on this top. We'll do all 3 of them like this. Get them ready. Now, I've had this one out probably 45 minutes or something, and I wanted to get a little closer to room temperature for no other reason than I don't know. I've never cooked a Boston butt that didn't stall, but I've had better luck thawing them out a little bit, not putting them in there cold. They cook a little quicker. It's not that I'm in a hurry, but I've just found that doing these Boston butts a little closer, I wouldn't say completely room temperature, but a little closer to room temperature seems to do a little bit better. So I'm gonna do 3 more of these. We're gonna fire up the PitBoss upright, and we'll get this thing going. All right. I think we have had this conversation before, but I always open these doors. I did kind of wipe my glass off. I didn't get it spotless today, but I wiped it off. And we're going to turn this baby on, and we're going to start it on smoke. And we're going to leave that door open. Once it fires, 225 is our cooking temperature, and we're looking at going a good 14. So here this thing is. It's got a lid on top, holes in it, kind of catch any big chunks, anything whenever you dump it. But it goes in this container. It's got this button. If you look on the bottom, it's got this little rubber thing. So you pull it up, and it lets juice come out. What we're going to be looking for is for the oil and the juice and the fat and all that stuff to separate. So there'll be a layer of fat across the top. We don't want the fat. We want the juice down in the bottom. The fat's going to float. So we're going to try this thing out. We're going to pour this in here. We're going to make us a little squirt bottle. So when it's time to eat the barbecue, we'll squirt this right over top of it. It's going to have to make it bang, y'all. It's got to. Smoke's in the name. Smoke is in the game. Look at that old tube lighting up. Okay. All right, what I've done is I've wrapped this, it's called a drip pan. Looks like this. I know that door's closing behind me, getting in my way. But I wrapped this thing with tinfoil on purpose. The reason I've done that is because this is 4th of July weekend, and I ain't going to be all about trying to clean up a bunch of mess. You know what I'm saying? So when we're done with this cook, I'm just gonna tear all that out, throw it away, and it's gonna be easy to clean up, and then I can get on about some beer drinking, if you know what I mean there, Kim. Okay. Got the Boston Butts kind of sitting here chilling. We're also going to, not going to show you what I'm doing because all I'm doing is dumping beans in a pan, but we're going to make some baked beans. And I got some Bush's Best Original. We're going to put them in a little small, thinner pan, go put them up in the very top, and get some smoke flavor on these beans. For this cook, I'm going to be using my ThermoPro. Now, this is a wireless Bluetooth, connects to your phone. I've actually got it connected to my phone and to my iPad. I don't have the iPad with me today, but you can set your highs and your lows. So when I start this Boston Butt at 6 o'clock this evening, and let's just say something happens and the fire goes out, it gets below temperature, this thing will let me know, hey, you need to go check and see what's going on. Or if it gets too hot, it'll let me know. So you can set your highs and your lows on it with your ambient, and then we'll put the probe in there, and man, this thing should cook perfect. Really highly suggest getting either one of these. If it ain't got to be ThermoPro, get something like this that you can keep up with. I think they got those Inkbird pens or something like that. All kinds of stuff. Definitely makes cooking pretty much foolproof. So right here is the ThermoPro, and if you can see, I've got the number one is going to be my ambient temperature. Number two is going to be the one that's going into the Boston Butt. The ambient temperature one is going to have this little clip holding it in there, and I'll show you how that works. But it basically just keeps up with the temperature inside the grill. What this is going to do is this ambient is going to tell me what the actual temperature is inside of that smoker. I just put it in there so it's climbing, and open the door a little bit so it's throwing some extra smoke in there. But once this thing starts cooking, we'll put the probe in the Boston Butt. One of them. We got three. I may actually go ahead and pull, since I've got the extra ones, I may just pull them all out and try them all, since I've got that many, and see where it goes. So we'll be able to monitor how it goes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put these small ones in up towards the top. They're going to fit right in there pretty nicely. And I say small, they're not as tall, you know what I'm saying? They ain't like sticking up. So we're going to slip them two right in there, just like that, and let them do their deal. And then I'm gonna change. It's pretty hot, so I'm just gonna take this one out altogether. How about that? I'll just take this one out altogether, set it right over there, and it's hot. Yes, that burnt my hand. See, this one right here, he's a big old tall boy, so we're gonna put him right there in the middle, and lock her down. Anywho, they're in, and we're cooking, and we're rocking. Oh, look in there. I decided to go back to 225 and let it cruise. Take a peek right here. The ambient temperature is at 260. So I think I made a good choice in leaving it at 225 because it is summertime. All right. Pink butcher paper. I can't remember where she bought this from, but it's Boulder. So I'm going to say it's probably Dollar General or something like that. But anyway, it's the pink paper. We're just going to force a big piece out. We're going to put that on this. Okay, I got one wrapped back on the grill. Going to do these two. But what I was wanting to show you is my my little fat juice separator. And this is what this thing does. All them juices. If you look right there on top, it's catching all the nasties that you don't really want in there. Okay. To go back to where we was earlier, this thing here is made by Cook Army. And if you look real close, you can see it's separated the oil and the juices. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this bottle right here. I'm going to watch the bottle, and we're going to watch this line. And as soon as that line gets kind of into the danger zone, we're going to stop because we don't want the fat. We just want the juices. So let's see what we got here. There it is. And all the rest of that fat, we can just throw it away. We'll put this little, oh my God, that smells good. Then we'll put this on top. And when we break the barbecue sauce, or when we break the barbecue, pull it, we're going to sprinkle this all over it. And man, that's going to be good. There it is. And all it's in that's true to the craft. This thing pulled apart perfectly. Bone came right out. I mean, it just shreds, just like effortlessly. But secret weapon, you can see over half of it's gone. Sprinkle that Mama Jammer right back on there. That's the juices that came out of it. Put it right back in. Call it a win.